Welcome to the stream. If you're just tuning in, I'm live on YouTube, live on Facebook. You should see in the summary links to all of my socials. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Jeremy Marquez of J Marqeting. My service, we call you close, is a nationwide virtual ISA service. What does that mean? That means real estate professionals like you and you hire me to make phone calls for you. Why am I making calls? I'm setting appointments. I'm creating leads. I'm doing the grind for you while you're working with your clients. I'm prospecting. I'm setting appointments for you to convert. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate live what I do here and give you some insight of my calling. Hopefully you're able to pick some stuff up and I'm of some value to you. I also offer some training services. So if you need some help getting started or somebody to help, give you some guidance, some insight to work with one-on-one, that's what my program is built around, power prospecting. Right now I'm logged into my Mojo dialer. The campaign is it's team lead broker, company owner out in Nashville, Tennessee. He's built a name for himself in the mortgage industry. Unfortunately, he's not unfortunately, but he's transitioning into real estate full time, and he's delegated some prospecting to me to help him generate some business while he's getting things going. He's just too busy. He's too busy. He fits into that category. My client is too busy to be calling on his own, so it makes sense for him to delegate these calls to me. Now, once I convert it and warm it up and set it up, then from there, he's doing his thing. Our goal is to get it listed. However, we have the opportunity to buy as well. So we will acquire. When I say we, I mean him. However, I am incentivized on the deals as well. So what does that mean? It means I'm not just setting appointments to set appointments for you guys. I want to close deals just like you. Let's turn off the music because they're starting to use bad words. We don't like bad words on our live streams. Okay. So we're going to dial in. We're going to use Google Voice as our call. You can use Google Voice. You can use your mobile phone. But when you're using a dialer, the way it works is they give you a phone number to call into the system. Then it links up to the data, blah, blah, blah. And the rest is history. Okay. Not a valid PIN number for this calling profile. It is 3:40 on Taco Tuesday. If you guys are eating your tacos, you can eat your tacos while I dial. I'm not a comedian, and I don't care if I'm the only one that finds me funny. The new Bob Hope here, making my own jokes and laughing at them. All right, so let's get logged in. Still working on just getting logged in, guys. Please enter your PIN number. This is not a valid PIN number for this calling profile. Please try entering your PIN again. Using your touchtone phone, please enter your PIN. This is not a valid PIN number for this calling profile. Please try entering your PIN again. Using your touchtone phone, please. Goodbye. This happened the other day. It took me about 5 minutes just to start the freaking dialer. So if that happens again, hey, it happens again. Whatever. Do we get frustrated and do we stop and do we throw stuff around and no? Because what is that going to solve? No, we look for the workaround. We know technology sometimes gets in our way. So take a deep breath. Just keep going. It will work. Sometimes it is what it is. Technology is technology. Now we could go ahead and discontinue using dialers. What that would mean is instead of making 200-300 phone calls a day for my clients, I'll probably make about 20 or 30. So what that really means is that goodbye to my services. Using your touchtone phone, please enter your PIN number. You are now logged into. All right, now we can finally go to work. Press the start button on your screen to begin calling. Let's do it. So we're going to be calling expired listings first. Why are we calling expired listings first? Because if you guys follow me, you know that expired listings are our top priority because they're the most likely to list their property. These guys, they already had it for sale. So it's not by accident, right? They're motivated to sell. For some reason, the property didn't sell. In this market, most likely it was overpriced or the property has some issues. And if it's overpriced, there is an issue as well, but it's not the property, it's the seller. Put those together. But why do we call? Because there's deals there. The people still need our help. If you're tuning in on YouTube, thank you. Same as Facebook, of course. But I was going to say I'm going to drop some links in there so you guys can take a look at my socials if you don't already have them. If you're watching on either platform, please say hello. I'm willing to bet before I even know, it's probably Otis watching. Otis, is that you? My man, Otis? What's funny is Otis is in Sacramento. We've yet to meet face to face. Otis, we got to make it happen, bro. We will. All right. What's funny is probably not even Otis watching. It's probably somebody else. That's all right, though. I want to meet with you, too. It's going to make us dial in again. At this point, I should just be hand dialing, right?
Using your touchtone phone, please enter your PIN number. You are now logged into the Moto Dialer. Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
So I do these live streams. They're maybe different than any live streams you've seen before, but I do these live streams as tutorials to help you guys get better, but also to record my sessions and also to help myself get better. I've been doing this for a long time, but if I ever stop learning and if I ever have like days where I'm like, man, I'm really not progressing, I'm going to get bored. I'm always picking stuff up and always attempting to make the process and system better. So going on 6 years, we've been working on this. Now, we've had a lot of success, but it just gets better. On average, my clients are getting 3 or 4 opportunities that I'll convert for them weekly. So it's either a face-to-face, some sort of opportunity with a motivated seller, right? So that's what I'm doing is I'm calling motivated sellers right now. Why are they motivated? How do I know that? Because they're expired listings. They may not be motivated to talk to me, but they're motivated to sell. So let's try to connect the dots for them. When I say try, I mean boom.
Not been set up yet. Goodbye.
The 3-line dialer is dialing, by the way. There's 3 numbers being called at a time right now. When you hear the beep, that's when somebody answers or it connects. And that's when I'll chime in. What's the pitch sound like? Well, if nobody answers in a little bit, I'll go over the pitch with you. Hi, Phil.
Please leave your message for 615.
So that's not even the pitch. I'm not sure why I dropped his name. Sometimes I'll drop the name like, yes, Phil. Or yes, Steve. Hi, Dave. Like with a high pitch at the end. I forgot what the long telling it. So it's like a question. Steve? Yes, Steve. Like assuming. Yes, Steve. Right? Why is that important? Dude, The first 20 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, the first few seconds of the call are the most important. It's going to make or break. Why? You have to give them a reason. You have to grab their ear. And sometimes if you're just being different and saying their name differently, that's what it takes to grab their attention. Because if they know you're a realtor, they know you're a solicitor, they have a negative thought in their mind when they're going to answer their phone. Okay. Rarely they're going to be like, oh man, thank you for calling. I'm ready to go. Now, if you call enough, you're going to get those. Not that often, but it's going to happen. However, that's not very likely. Okay. Most likely you're going to get frustration. You're going to get people, property owners that are pissed off because you're calling, because everybody else is calling now too. Why? Because their property didn't sell. That's really why they're mad though, because they had their property for sale for almost a year and it didn't sell. When everybody else's property is selling, why not theirs, right? So imagine the level of frustration. So now I'm calling. Hi, Jason.
Please leave a message. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages.
So we just smile, we just dial. We smile and dial. It's a numbers game, guys. Okay. Now we do get more targeted with certain targets and get more specific. And but with expireds, we just call the expireds. If they're in our area and they're over a certain price point, we're calling multiple times, many times. I'm calling they buy or they die. Right? So that means until they move forward with us or they tell us to go away. Not literally die, but until they move forward with us or somebody else, or they say, hey, stop calling us, right? Why do we do that? Because this type of lead, it may take 5, 10, 20 calls just for them to answer the phone. I may not get a hold of a new lead for a week and a half from now, but I'm going to call every day. Sometimes I'll call from different phone numbers, right? So sometimes I have about 4 different numbers I can call from and I'll switch it up. No, I'm not trying to, well, maybe I am. And I have to rethink that strategy because sometimes, hello.
Hello?
Hi, Mr. Graves.
No, you've got the wrong party.
Oh, I sure do. I guess, is this the property owner of,
I've had this number since March.
You've been getting a lot of calls?
Quite a few.
From realtors?
Wendy's. No, just mainly Wendy's.
Okay. Because we're looking for the
number.
Yeah. Okay. Have a good day. Don't got time to really go into it with him. So we're going to go ahead and remove and move to the next. A lot of times I will try to convert wrong numbers. Why? Because it's not the right person doesn't mean that we can't help them. So far in 2021, 4 transactions that I've converted came from a wrong number. When they initially said, no, you have the wrong number. And then I just continued to talk to them. 3 of them bought a property. 1 of them sold one. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, Adrian.
Yes.
Hey there. It's Jeremy calling from Anderson Scott Realty.
Okay.
And I know since November, you've probably gotten 150 calls about your property on Hit Lane.
Yeah, we're not selling at this point. We think we're going to just develop it ourselves, but thank you.
So if we had a buyer with a bag of cash, you would tell them to go away?
Yes, I would. Thanks.
Okay. Straight up. If we had a buyer with a bag of cash, would you tell them to go away? And she said yes. So that's when we go away. But guess what? We don't go away forever. She goes into a list. She's going to get an email once a month, and she's going to get a call from me every 6 months. Right? Because who knows what happens in 6 months. See how that works? Why not? She won't remember me. The worst that's going to happen is the same thing. The best can happen is like, yeah, we are thinking about selling now. Right? And then we just go from there. What's the worst that's going to happen? You waste 2 minutes and they don't answer? Think about the upside. They answer, you sell the property, you make a $40,000. Hi, Sherry. You make a $40,000 commission. So you choose. So A lot of interesting stuff going on in the prospecting world with We Call You Close, guys. We're going to be partnering with some multifamily investors that go after nothing but 50 units or more. So they're going after property apartment complexes that are 50 apartments or more, ideally 100 or more. So if you think about it, major metropolitan city like Salt Lake City. I only know this because this is how he broke it down to me to give me some interest in what they're doing. So there's about 200 properties that meet that criteria, right? That are over 50 units and
5 4 0 0 7 2
in certain areas. So if you think about it, only out of those 200, you breaks down even further because out of those 200, some of them aren't going to, a lot of them won't even sell because the equity doesn't make sense, right? Maybe they just acquired it a few years ago. So we're able to filter out the loan to value, right? We can see what's still owed on the property, if anything, and how much it's worth. We want to go after ones that are about 60% LTV. Why? Because there's a lot of room to work with there. And we don't want to waste our time. Hi, Lloyd. We don't want to waste our time with anything else because it is just what I said, a waste of time. And with prospecting, we want to optimize as much time as possible, only spending time calling stuff that is worth calling, stuff that we want to work with. So going back to what we're doing with the multifamily. Hi, Janetta.
Hello, we're not of it.
So they have an acquisitions team. They have a team of guys internal. He had about 3 or 4 of them, he says, that are calling. They're already doing it. So they found me on YouTube and they saw me calling and they want me to jump in and really kind of lead the team. Jump in and kind of show them, my process, my system, do some training, as well as just kind of lead the acquisitions team. So my role would be getting a hold of the decision maker, the property owner. And if they're open to having a conversation about selling, maybe in the future, then at that point, I'll make a connection. And then every property that we acquire, and then I'll make a net profit on that. And it really depends on the deal size, but long story short is we're going to really attempt to jump into the multifamily, and we're not talking about 3, 4 units, 5, 10 units. We're talking about 50 units, 100 units, that type of thing. So that's fun. All right. So we got kicked off the dialer. Let's call a different lead type. What we're going to do is we're going to call some for sale by owner properties. And what I did last night is I pulled a list around that for sale by owner property. And we can so we're going to call the neighbors.
Using your touchtone phone, please enter your PIN number. Your will be found in the dialing box on your screen. You are now logged into the dialer. Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
Okay, so there's a for sale by owner property. Let me get the address here so I can pull that up. 102 Jackstaff. It's in Hendersonville, Tennessee. It's for sale by owner for $517. And so we're calling everybody in that neighborhood. Why? Because now that their neighbor is selling, they may be a little perturbed that their neighbor is selling, or maybe they're thinking it's a good time to sell now that the neighbor is selling as well.
6 1 5 5 8 5.
We don't leave voicemails. We typically don't leave voicemails. I prefer they see a missed call and attempt to call me back to see who I was. Now, after calling 5, 10 times, then I'll start leaving voicemails. Now, when I'm dropping this insight, this stuff, when I tell you guys what I'm doing and why I do it, you really kind of want to pay attention to that, because those types of things that I'm revealing are really tips and secrets that really give me the edge on my competition. So if you're able to apply that in what you're doing, hats off to you guys. But when I'm dropping little insights and stuff, that's stuff that I've picked up along the way that takes time to pick up. So if you grab that stuff now, it definitely will save you in the learning curve and hopefully some time, right? What do I ask? And this is free content. This is free stuff. You guys are watching this free. Now, imagine how it is working with me on a one-on-one basis every week, right? Imagine having me reviewing your calls. Imagine doing calls in a Zoom room and I'm coaching you through those calls every week, right? My goal would be to get you to a point where you don't need me for training, but now you need me to call for you because you're too busy to call because you're just your success. Perfect example, Tommy Quinn. That's how we started off. I did some training with him, right? And he started kicking butt. He's due to do 30 plus transactions in 2022. The kid did almost 25 this year, and it's third full year. He found me about a year and a half ago, and he was getting ready to exit the business. He was just frustrated. 8 months in or so, I started training it. Hi, Donna.
Yep.
Hi, Donna. Shoot, lost her. Let's try to call her back.
To an automatic voice message system, 615-828-5561 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, I think we got disconnected. This is Jeremy with Anderson Scott. My phone number is 615-431-8271. 615-431-8271. So you're going to see a different scene tomorrow. I'm moving into a new place this afternoon where I'm going to have my home office. So I'm going to be living and working, have a separate space for the office. It's going to be awesome. We're going to make a studio. I'm going to make a studio/office. So I'm really going to take what I'm doing with my online stuff as far as my streaming to a whole nother level, because I'm going to have a whole room just dedicated to streaming and grinding. It's going to be great. So I'm going to be moving over there this afternoon, this evening, and tomorrow. Just wanted to get a dial session in, call all the new stuff, because guys, this is priority. If I'm not doing this, I'm not doing nothing. So for me to skip this to go do some other stuff is BS, because here's the thing. You guys can use this as well. If I'm not doing this, there's nothing else. So before this, hi, Melvin. So even before this, if I'm not taking care of myself health-wise, I'm not doing this. So there's levels to this stuff, guys. Okay, we have to do priorities. When I say we, I mean this is just giving you insight of how I have success in my personal life. You know, I feel that the reason why I've been able over the last 30 years to have a little bit more success than my competition, 25 years when it comes to sales and marketing, is because I just do creative outside the box stuff that I'm willing to Hi, Clementine. That I'm willing to explore to see if it would work. I'm a risk taker, right? I'll go ahead and see if it works, and I'm okay screwing up and messing up, because that's how I learn. And then I get better, and then I won't do that again, but I'll excel the next time around. And so that's really what the prospecting game too, guys. Like, I'll learn stuff every day. I'll have a competition. I'll have a conversation, and then I won't be able to overcome that conversation, but it will end like negative. Then I'll think about it. I'm like, man, what if I had said this, or what if I had done this? And then the next time that scenario comes up, guaranteed that won't happen again. I'm going to do everything I can on the front end, right? It's strategy. Sales and marketing is definitely a lot of strategy. Now, can we throw somebody in here without a bunch of skills, without a bunch of experience, and can they have success? Yes. I'm willing to bet that I can bring a green telemarketer, fresh out of high school, 20 years old, 19 years old, 16 years old. They'd be willing to learn. There's never been on the phone ever before, who was open to learning and doing something different. I guarantee you within 2 weeks, I can have that individual setting appointments. Ronald Summers, please. Hi, Ron. We're not getting very much contact today, guys. What's going on? So you got to have dials to have conversations. You got to have conversations to create leads. You got to have leads to have appointments. You got to have appointments to have listings. But it all starts with dials. And so do we stop just because we're not talking to nobody? No. Just keep on dialing. Keep on dialing. Transmit facts. Transmit facts.
Please leave your message for.
So this is a different type of circle prospecting target, really. This is so instead of just listed or just sold or just farming, this is more, because I'm calling around a for sale by owner. In this neighborhood, 102 Jackstaff is for sale by owner, and I'm calling the neighbors. So it's more FSBO listed prospecting.
Been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, you don't find that funny. But if you know what I'm talking about, you'll probably have a little chuckle. Just a little chuckle. It's not like a knee slapper, but it's definitely a chuckle.
It's been forwarded to an automated.
You will notice if you get to know me more and you watch my lives, I'm very off the wall and spontaneous. And sometimes I'll even just start random tangents. And I do this to keep myself spontaneous and positive, right? There's nobody in this room. I need to be able to keep myself going. And I'm not embarrassed to sit here and make jokes and blah, blah, blah. And there's a few of you in here watching. You're not asking me any questions. I'm basically talking to myself, but it is what it is. I'm entertaining myself while I'm cold calling.
I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, this message is for Fritz. Fritz, this is Jeremy calling from Anderson and Scott Realty. I had a question about the property on Donna. When you get this, if you can give me a call back, please, at 615-431-8271. 615-431-8271. Thank you.
You are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
So far, we are 62 dials into this session. Only been logged down to the dialer for 20 minutes. Well, a little bit more. But that's the power of the 3-line dialer, right? You can spend an hour and have 100 dials, and hopefully in between a couple of conversations. But really, I'm at a level where if I just focus on the dials
6 1
and don't
5.
focus on anything else, I'm going to have conversations. Like if I say, okay, today I need to make 300 phone calls. I know for a fact that I'm probably going to have 5 or 6 conversations at least. What am I going to do with them? We'll see.
Peg Pacelli. Please leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Peg, it's Jeremy calling. I had a question about your property on Riviera. When you get this, if you can give me a call back, I'm at 615-431-8271. I didn't know that Margarets go by Peg. Kind of makes sense, though.
Been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Thank you for calling Full Distribution. Our offices are currently closed. If you know your party's extension and would like to leave a message, dial that extension now. Reach Coleman Davis. Please leave a message and I'll call you as soon as I can. Thanks. Bye.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello?
All right. I was calling for Donna.
Hello? Yeah, this is Donna. Who's this?
Hey, Donna. I'm Jeremy with Anderson Scott Realty.
Oh, no, I don't own a house.
Well, I was calling about your property that you have over on Walton Ferry.
Yeah, I had it a while. It's been a long time ago, though.
Oh, you don't own it no more?
No, I don't own it anymore. I haven't owned it for like 5 years.
I just have bad information. I do apologize. We had a listing up the street, so I was just calling all the neighbors.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. What I could have gone with is, well, are you looking to buy? Are you looking to sell? However, it kind of caught me off guard, to be completely honest. On to the next. Forget about it. Move on. Not much you can do anymore. It's funny how she's right away, oh, we don't have no property. That's how you know this market is nice. You know, because they sit there, they answer the phone, and they go, and they just breathe. And then you say, anybody there? And then they'd be like, hello. That's my impersonation of what just happened on that call.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your...
If you guys are watching this live, please say hello in the chats. If you're watching a replay, please let me know as well. I am doing a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Over to my YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Right now we're at 109. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a random giveaway. Not that that means a whole lot to you, but it means a lot to me. So if you could just hit subscribe, hit those notifications, that'd be great. Or you can turn the notifications off, but it helps me a lot when you subscribe. Why? Let's be transparent. Once you get to 1,000 subscribers, your account becomes monetized. So now you qualify for ads. You can run ads and you can monetize your channel, which is what I'm trying to do. So once we get to 1,000, I'm going to thank you guys by doing a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. I'm also in the process of working on some more merch. We had some last year, and you guys liked the giveaway we did. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a whole bunch of like different options. We're going to have a store. Then we're going to do some giveaways, but I'm also going to have a store. So if you guys want to get the newest We Call You clothes onto the next shirt, keychain, blah, blah, blah. On top of that, my shirt guy, Royal Customs. I'm sorry. Hello? Hello? Royal Customs can do shirts for realtors, brokers, investors nationwide. So I'm going to demonstrate some of his talents by showing you guys what he can do with some of my merch. If you guys want information on his service, let me know. we can connect you with him. Let's switch it up. Let's call in the condo building. There was a listing over there. This condo building ranges about 300 to 500. And this will be just straight circle prospecting. Now, the campaign that I'm calling on, they don't have they don't have any listings at this moment. So we call around other listings. Is there a line that we're crossing? I don't know. Does it matter? No. It's free market, guys. We're not lying. We're not BSing. We're being straightforward. Now, if you said, if you said, hey, this is Jeremy with ABC Realty. I was giving you a call because I just sold a condo right upstairs, and I was calling to see if we can help you.
Hello?
Yes, I was calling for Peter Litchfield or James Walker.
Peter Litchfield or James Walker.
Do I have the right information? Oh, hello.
What? Okay.
Hello.
Parker, detailed message. Hello.
Hi, this is Jeremy with Anderson Scott Realty. I was calling for Camera.
This is Camera.
Hey, Camera. Just giving you a quick call about your unit in the Terrazzo condo building in Nashville.
Yeah.
We just sold a unit up on 14, and I was just giving all the other property owners a ring to see if we can show you what yours is worth right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm not interested right now, and I have a realtor, so thank you.
Feel free to let us know in the future if we could help.
All right, take care.
You as well.
Bye-bye.
Not interested in selling, has an agent. On to the next. That would have been a good one too. So we're on the right path because she's in California and the property's in Tennessee. So she's an absentee owner. I state the obvious a lot because it's very important to pay attention to the obvious here. There's a lot of obvious information that is provided to us, and it's important to use that within our calls because we don't have a lot of info. So the more info that we have, we're able to use, the better.
Hello, you've reached the offices of Corner Music. Please leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks.
Feeling good. Feel like we're on the right track. Had a couple of conversations. They were negative, but we're on the right track. I can feel it. What does that mean? That means we're on the right track. We're going to keep dialing. Hopefully we have another conversation and we can convert it to a warm lead, a follow-up, or even an appointment. Let's see what happens. The great thing about this campaign is that he's already had almost 4 opportunities. Couple of them one of them was $1 million opportunity. Hasn't been able to connect with that seller yet, but he's following up. So I've only been calling on this campaign for a little over a week, and he's already working a couple of $1 million opportunities that I helped set up. So the results happen right away, guys. When you hire me to call, I jump in right away with the intent to make things happen right away. Does it always happen right away? No. There's no guarantee that it will or it won't, but it could. This is real estate, guys. This is human-to-human interaction. There's really, if I was
Cameron speaking.
Cameron, this is Jeremy calling from Anderson Scott Realty. I don't know if I have the right number. I was trying to reach Brad or Danelle.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid you do have the wrong number.
Huh.
No, this is Cameron.
Do you own the unit 2007 in the Terrazzo building?
I do not.
So, yeah, I have bad info. I'll make sure to remove you.
I'm up in East Nashville, yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, while I got you, are you looking to acquire anything I can help you with?
indicates the wrong number.
Yep. Have a good one.
You too.
See, we're on the right track. We're having conversations. Let's keep going. And guess what? That was a real estate conversation with a wrong phone number. Why is that cool? Because we could have just been like, That conversation could have easily turned into a lead, right? And what did it take us? 30 extra seconds. Oh, darn. Come on, guys. And I say all this stuff because this is the stuff that I hear you guys complaining about, right? This is the stuff that I hear.
Hello, you've reached the offices of
Realtors that are on their way out of the business saying, blaming this, and that. But in reality, guys, you just got to put in some work. Put in some work. A lot of you guys think it's all going to be like $1 million listing when you get your real estate license. Wrong.
5300518.
This is real estate. This is the grunt. Now, later in life, when you've created a business and you have clients, yeah, you don't have to call as much anymore. But early in the game, hello? Oh. But early in the game, when you first get into business, guys, you should be dying to cold call. You should be dying to knock on doors. The last thing you want to be doing is just spending a bunch of money you don't have on like AdWords and Google and
Please leave your message.
save that money. Invest in a platform like Mojo, a platform like RedX, a platform like Vulcan. That's anywhere from $200 to $500 a month, right? You have that. Invest in a little rundown CRM like Lion's Desk, or even more simple like Top Producer, $100, right? So now you're at $600 a month. Not a lot. Take that, grind every day, 6 days a week for 2 to 3 hours making calls. I'll even give you some pointers on which targets. And I guarantee, guys, if you spend 2 hours a day for the next 60 days, you're going to have a pipeline with at least 3, 4, 5, 6 deals you're working on. And I will step by step help you if you want. Serious. We can even roll out a boot camp. Yes, I do this because I make money and I get paid, but I really want to see you guys do it, man. I want to see you guys look back in 12 months and be like, man, I just did 30 transactions.
Hi, this is Leslie. Please leave me a message.
Right? Let's go. Can you do all this stuff without me? Hell yeah. Can you do this stuff without anybody? Yeah. Do you need to hire me? No. A lot of my stuff you can just pick up for free and just take it right to the phones.
Available. At the tone.
In fact, most of it's like that. Like when I was new, when I first started doing this, I started following guys that I still follow. These guys were making calls just like me, doing it live, giving us insight. And so I'm just hoping that I can fill the shoes of some of those guys because some of those guys aren't doing it no more. So that way, if there's one of you out there jumping into the game, trying to learn,
Hi, you reached Karishma. Please leave me a message and I'll get
hopefully I'm a source. You know, hopefully I can help.
9757.
Because I know by default, if I help enough people sell their property, if I help enough people learn how to cold call and get better at that, if I help people enough, by default, I'm going to be helping myself. My motivation today cannot be that pocket. It cannot be the commas and zeros that 10 years ago, that's the only thing that I was focused on was the dollars. Yes, we need that. And yes, that will come.
Forwarded to an automated
However,
voice messaging.
my focus and motivation isn't there. If I focus and motivate myself on the process and the system and having it getting better every single day and helping people, then life's going to be great. And life's cool right now. You know, I'm not rich. Probably never will be, but things are cool. Bills are paid. I can eat. I'm smiling. Smiling and dialing. Let's do it. All right. So it's 422, 622 out in Tennessee. We're going to call for a little bit more. See if we can get somebody on the phone.
Hi, honey.
I'm sorry.
Rob. Oh, I'm sorry.
You maybe think I'm somebody else. This is Jeremy calling from Anderson Scott Realty.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were my husband.
Nope. I was calling for Rose or Robert.
This is Rose.
Hey, Rose. Real quick, I know I'm calling you out of the blue, and you were expecting your husband, not me. But we sold a condo a few down from you guys. You guys have the unit 703 in the Terrazzo building, right?
We do.
Yeah, up on 14, we had one recently sell. As you know, the market down here is crazy. And so I was just calling all the other owners to see if there's anything we can do to help you and maybe take a look at the value, that type of thing.
No, we're really happy there. We're not interested in selling.
Oh, you guys are, you're not absentee? You're living here?
Yeah, we live here.
Oh, okay. Right on. Okay. Well, if you ever plan on selling in the future or just want to take a look at the pricing and see where you are, feel free to let me know.
Okay, will do. Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Happy holiday.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. So that's going to be a lead. There's nothing there, but it's a conversation. Put it in the database, send her an email, follow up every couple of months. See how that conversation flowed? You want it to flow like that, guys. You don't want to be, reading a script. You want to have your scripts internalized. You want to be able to talk to them, right? A conversation. That's what we're doing here. It's not that big of a deal. A lot of you guys are scared, but really all we're doing is we're just having calls. We're having conversations. Talk to these people like you've known them forever. Why not? They're going to like that better than the other approach. I can tell you that right now. All right. So put her in for a follow-up. Why are we calling her when she just told us that she doesn't want to do anything? Because that's the type of person that we want to work with, right? So we're going to follow up, and then maybe in the future, there'll be something there that we can do. Or maybe through our marketing and emails and calls, she might be like, oh, maybe somebody will ask her if she knows a realtor, and we just pop in her head. Who knows? But unless we're following up, it will never happen. All right. Thank you guys for those of you who are tuning in. And if it's just dead air, it's all good. 425, 3 conversations. Let's see here. We got a few more to call before we get through this list. All right. So a little bit of housekeeping. We're going to start doing with Power Prospecting a new style of our lives. I have literally hours, literally thousands of recorded calls, right? So I'm going to pick like a handful of them just randomly, and we're going to listen to them. We're going to break them down, and we're going to do some critiquing. And then also for you guys that are out there, I'm going to allow you to submit some of your calls that even if you're not in my training program, I'm going to allow you to email me over some of your calls, and we're going to critique it live, right? So if you're interested in that, let me know. Shoot me a DM, shoot me a message. For those of you that are tuning in, thank you. Hopefully I was able to be some value. This call session, nothing solid, but we keep going. We stay positive, and we know that as long as we keep following the process and the system in place, it will produce results. All right? Happy Tuesday. Go get some tacos.